Okay guys, today we're going to be creating made-up animals, and we're going to do that by combining different animals that we can find in nature. So there's a couple different ways that you can decide on your animals. First of all, you have to have at least 2 different animals, but you could do more than that, maybe even up to 5 different animals. You can look at pictures of real animals and combine them, or you can just use your imagination from your head. Maybe you use a how to draw picture. If you've got the idea for a specific animal and you need the how to draw instructions for them, you can leave me a comment in Google Classroom and I will find you a how to draw sheet just for you, okay? So once you have your idea of what animals you want, there's also a website that I've got in Google Classroom, and if you have parent permission, you can go to that website and it lets you mash up different animals, so that might help you too. So I have a couple different animals here. I have a peacock tail and a turtle shell, and then I have the body of any kind of cat. I did dragon, and then I did a cheetah, and I gave him butterfly wings for ears here. So I've combined quite a few different animals for you. Once you decide on your animal, when you're drawing it, you can either try to draw each piece so it looks kind of realistic, like each piece would look in real life of the different animals, or you can go for more of a cartoon style if you want. And then you need to decide last what kind of background you have. So where does this made-up creature animal live? On land, in water, in a tree like this one. I've decided to put my animal in a tree. They could live in the ocean or a lake, in the desert or the forest or a jungle. Maybe you decide yours is a pet and they live in your house. So you're going to draw your made-up animal by combining different animals, and then you're going to draw a background to show me where your animal lives. Once you've done that, the next thing you have to do is decide if you're going to do shading with your pencil or if you're going to add color. So you could do pencil shading. You could do something like crayons, colored pencils, markers, pastels. You could even do watercolors or paints. It just depends on what you have at home. So I'm going to start adding some shading and color to mine, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I have. So I'm starting to add some color with my colored pencils. It's a really cool technique. I wanted to show you guys, you can actually use different colored pencils together to create shadows and highlights and just make your different shapes look cool. Of course, you can use any materials you want to on this, and remember, you can make it more realistic or more cartoony. I just really want you guys to have fun and be creative, and I am excited to see what you guys make when you combine your animals. So I'll come back with some more work done in a little bit, and just keep working on yours. So I have finished my background. You can see, just like I did with my trees, where I have lots of different colors of brown, I did lots of different colors of greens for the leaves. That's just to give you an idea on one way to use colored pencils that you might not have tried yet. But you can see now I kind of know something about my animal because of the background. I know that he lives in trees. So when you do your background, think of it the same way. What can you draw that will tell me something about your animal and where your animal lives? Okay guys, so you can see that I have continued to color, and one of the things that I've decided to do is to show texture of the different types of animals. So you can see here that this is kind of looking kind of furry with the lines that I made, but up here I've drawn scale shapes with like diamonds to make it look more like fish scales or lizard scales. So if you want to add more detail with textures, you can. If you want yours more simple, there are some examples of that on Google Classroom in the slideshow. It shows some of them that are just really simple and cartoon-like, so that's okay too. I just want you guys to have fun and be creative as you make your made-up animals. Okay guys, so I have finished my animal. I had so much fun picking the colors that I wanted and the textures that I wanted, and how to combine the animals and where the animal would live. So I hope you guys have fun too and get to be creative and think of ways to combine different animals and where that animal would live. Remember, you can try to do yours with a lot of detail, or you can make it more cartoonish. You can do it in color or black and white. If you want to try shading with pencils or colored pencils, you can. There's just so many different ways you could do this project. Hopefully you'll spend the first week drawing and making details in the animal and the background, and then the second week will be for adding color or shading. If you do one that's smaller or more simple and you have time, you could do 2 different animals. I would love to see what creative ideas you can come up with. So have fun, and when you're done, share it on Google Classroom so I can see the amazing things you're doing. If you guys want to take a second picture after you've already uploaded your picture of your artwork, you can share a picture of you holding your artwork, and I can share it with everybody on Instagram and Facebook so everybody can see what amazing artists you guys are. You guys make me very proud, and I have loved seeing your artwork. So keep it coming, keep working hard and being creative, and just know that you guys are a blessing. So I hope you guys have as much fun as I did making your creative animals.